Guys, it's Copper, and today we are talking to a few gods. We're going to talk to Ares because my sister is watching this thing, and it is chicken nugget. And apparently, Chicken, the main character, is a demigod, and it's the demigod of chaos. And Ares' sister is the goddess of chaos, I think, but she is strife. And I'll talk to Nyx after and ask about her parents. Hello. Was her parents chaos? Hopefully it doesn't sound stupid. Hi Ares, I have a few questions again.
Go on, ask me your questions.
Can I change the voice? Okay, yeah, no. This is not a very good Ares. Ares God of War. Hello Ares, I have a few questions again.
Ah, another round of questions, Ars
Fine.
chuckled, amused by your consistent curiosity. Very well then, ask away. What is it you seek knowledge on this time?
So you've a sister, right? Question mark.
Ah, you speak of my sister Aphrodite. Aris confirmed with a nod. She's the goddess of love.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. I think I talked to this before. Hi Ares, it's me again. I have a few questions if you don't mind.
He raised an eyebrow in curiosity.
Okay, I'll be back when I find one that isn't voiced by him. Hi Ares, I have a few questions if you don't mind.
Ares raised a brow and grunted. This time he would entertain the questions asked.
You have a sister, right? And don't say Aphrodite or I'll actually smite you.
Ares let out a gruff, deep chuckle at the rather bold threat of being smited. I do indeed have a sister. Several, in fact.
Okay, one of them doesn't happen to be the god of strife, does she?
Ares let out an amused scoff, knowing exactly which sister you were referencing.
Oh.
You mean Eris?
Yeah. Yes, Eris. So I was wondering, is she the god of chaos as well as strife? Or just strife and madness?
Ares nodded as his eyes narrowed down on you. She is the goddess of both strife and discord. Her domain is chaos, and she seeks to bring disruption and upheaval everywhere she goes. She is the perfect embodiment of discordance.
Alright, so yeah, let's say chaos then. So does she have any children with humans?
Ares let out a chuckle, yet was rather irritated with the question. Yes, she does. There are several instances in mythology where she had children with mortals.
Is one of them and one of the strongest beings in existence?
Ares raised a brow at the question, taken back by the latter part of it. One of the strongest beings in existence? And who could that be exactly?
Pretty sure a half-blood made by Ares and a human, or whatever your sister's name is.
Ares let out a scoff as he rolled his eyes before giving a dismissive wave of his hand. He looked rather annoyed by the question. You're talking about the demigod Kratos, a rather ruthless and powerful half-blood.
No, I don't think I am. It's like a pink. No, not pink. It's a yellow dog with big ears.
Aries' expression immediately went blank as he tried to process what you were saying. Wait, a yellow dog with big ears? That's who you're referring to?
Yeah, does your sister have any children that looks like that? Can also make a few more eyes and float and do stuff. Magic.
Aries' eyes widened as he realized who you were talking about.
Oh.
He did not want to admit that the description perfectly described his sister's abomination of a child.
Huh?
You're talking about the one and only Typhon?
Oh.
Aries stared at you with an annoyed look, the memory of that abomination making him a little uneasy. Yes, Typhon. He is the son of my sister, Eris.
Oh, would you like to stop?
This is the
Typhon, Greek mythology.
According to World History Encyclopedia, Typhon is
That did not match my description at all.
mythology.
Largest thing in Greek mythology is pretty cool though.
Face and had wings, countless snakeheads in place of hands, and a lower body made up of coiled serpents. His eyes flashed fire, and fire.
Little bro, that is not a dog. That doesn't even have any ears. And it's not yellow.
Aries grumbled as he rolled his eyes, growing more annoyed with the conversation. He let out a sigh before speaking again. I know it's not a damn dog. I know what he looks like. You think I don't know what my own nephew looks like?
Okay, but you said he perfectly matches my description. That is the furthest thing away from my description.
Aries rolled his eyes with a heavy sigh. A small smirk then crept across his face as he chuckled. Fine, I was wrong. Typhon does not have big yellow ears, nor does he look like an actual dog. Happy?
Okay, but does your sister have any children that is yellow, has big ears, and is a dog, can float, grow eyes, do magic, and is named Chicken?
Aries rolled his eyes once again, growing more and more frustrated with the entire conversation.
Answer.
He let out a low grumble as he spoke. No, my sister does not have any children that are yellow, have big ears, are dog-like creatures, can float, grow eyes, do magic, and is named Chicken.
Wow.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, now I must leave, but first may I caress your rusty kettle?
Aries chuckled dryly as he heard your rather odd request. And why do you want to caress my rusty kettle?
Unless you have any rusty spoons I can touch.
Aries let out a scoff as he started to grow annoyed with your odd behavior and the strange conversation. And what makes my rusty spoon any different from the other rusty spoons? Why do you want to touch my rusty kettle?
It's a Salad Fingers reference and you ruined it.
Aries grumbled.
Guys, so he does not have anyone. Let's talk to Nyx, goddess of darkness. Alright, have I talked to this person? No, I haven't. Hi, Nyx. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
My voice echoes with an ancient
That is
otherworldly
not much.
resonance. Ah, curiosity, that mortal obsession. I will answer your questions, but remember, my child, knowledge.
Alright, so I think we're gonna choose a different person. I don't mind by the same. Hi, Nyx. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Questions, huh? Go ahead,
Better.
but make it quick. I'm a bit busy, Nyx replies.
So, your parents were Chaos and Tartarus, right?
Nyx hums in frustration, but answers anyway. Yes, that's correct. My parents were Chaos and Tartarus. Why do you even ask?
Yeah. So, Chaos. Did Chaos have any more children with humans?
Nick sighs but answers, yes, Chaos had a few
Oh.
human children besides me. Most of them were minor gods responsible for smaller aspects of nature or the universe, end quote.
Alright, so you got the lucky things. But anyway, did he give birth, or they, sorry, did they give birth to any other demigods, like a yellow thing?
Chaos gave birth to several demigods, each with their own unique abilities and characteristics. But I'm assuming you're asking about a specific yellow thing.
Hmm.
Could you provide more details about this yellow thing you have in mind?
Alright, so they have like big yellow ears. Their entire body's yellow, actually. They can float. They are pretty small. They can grow though, at will, and they can grow ears, and they can like warp anything, like reality. They are a dog, so they're the demigod of chaos, they say.
Nyx pauses, thinking for a moment. Ah, right. You're referring to the golden yellow puppies of chaos. I didn't know they could grow at will or change their shape. But yes, they are indeed the demigods of chaos. Quite mischievous creatures, if you ask me.
Okay, so one of them is in a different world that he kind of created, I'm not sure. Do you know their name?
The world-creating yellow puppy, huh? Well, there's not an exact name for all of them, but I remember one of them being given the name
Huh?
Chaosling.
Oh.
They're known for creating different realms and dimensions,
Oh,
and it seems like the one you're referring to is doing just that.
are there any of them called Chicken Nugget, or just Chicken for short?
Nyx can't help but burst into laughter.
Haha,
Chicken Nugget? A demigod of chaos named Chicken Nugget? I can't say I've heard of a puppy with that name before, but it certainly wouldn't surprise me. We are talking about the unpredictable chaos, after all.
Alright, so they might not be the demigod of chaos in Greek mythology then, because I already spoke to Ares' sister, one of the gods of chaos, so.
Whoa, hold on. You said you spoke to one of the gods of chaos? Which one? Nyx's interest is piqued.
Like Eris or something? Ares' sister.
Nyx lets out a chuckle. Eris? As in the goddess of discord and strife?
Yeah.
Yep, that's her. She is indeed one of the gods of chaos and
Alright, can you spell her name?
Eris. Eris. Any particular reason you're asking for the spelling?
Nah, just wondering. But what did you say those golden dogs were called?
The golden dogs? I called them Chaosling. But remember,
Chaosling. Search that up. Chaosling. That's not how you spell chaos. Chaos. There's nothing there. Let's talk to Eris. Right, strife. Okay, I probably should have said. This might make it the actual god, or make it even worse. Strife and discord. There we go. Megora. Hi, Eris. How are you? How are things?
Agora, you say? How very unique. The raven-haired goddess smirked, her voice dripping with subtle mockery.
Alright, anyway, I have a few questions for you.
Go on then, my dear. What do you wish to know?
So you know your brother Ares, the god of war, and Nyx, the god of the night. I've asked them about this, and they all have no idea what I'm talking about, so I'm hoping you would know.
The goddess of chaos raised an intrigued eyebrow at the questions, a hint of curiosity flickering in her yellow-red eyes. Oh,
That
and what
appears
is
to be
this
orange.
mysterious thing you're talking about?
So you are one of the goddesses of chaos, and Nyx's parent is chaos, and Ares is your sister. So I asked them; they had no idea what I'm talking about. So do you know of the demigod of chaos. One of your children, I'd imagine.
The goddess of chaos smirk widened, a hint of surprise in her voice. A demigod of chaos, you say? One of my children? She crossed her arms, thinking for a moment before shaking her head. I must confess, I am unaware of any of my demigod children. I suppose it is not entirely impossible, considering the nature of my divine duties and
Alright, well, I
dalliances.
must leave. Bye, subscribe.
But no